you write about in the book how while you were filming, the leaders of this cult that you were a part of told you not to trust your co-stars and to essentially stay away from them.
Yeah.
How did isolating yourself affect your dynamic on set?
Well, I think I just became someone that nobody really knew how to connect with. When the cameras were rolling, my guard all went down. I was 100% present. I was there. It was a major catharsis for me, actually, the ability to just be completely free and vulnerable.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why I loved being on the show and why I feel like it saved my life in a lot of ways, because it was kind of the only place in my life I could actually do that.
Yep.
But when they said cut and we went back to just sitting in our cast chairs waiting, I would only let people in so far. And I think, again, people in abusive relationships can relate to that too, because there's too much at stake if you allow in someone else's perception, judgment, ideas about your relationship or the relationships that you're a part of in your life. So whether it's a group of people or one person, a lot of people who are in abusive situations will hide the abuse because I don't know why I'm living in this misery, but I don't want your opinion about why I'm living in this misery, because then I'll have to maybe really deal with it in a different way.
Yeah, it's almost like you are aware that something is off and weird, but you're so like immersed in that world,
Like protective almost.
Yeah, that it's kind of like you know that people wouldn't fully understand the extent of it, so it's not worth letting them in at all.
Yeah.
But I wonder, like, on that set with all of these like young people, like, did you have moments, as much as you were like really being manipulated by this cult, like, did you have moments where you're like, fuck, like, what am I doing? Like, or where you still couldn't really see it at that point?
I couldn't see what am I doing. I felt mostly superior to other people.
Okay.
And I felt mostly like they just can't understand. And I've got an answer. I've figured, I mean, that's any cult. That's the idea, is we've got something special that you don't have. Unfortunately, that really colored a lot of my relationships with people. But the thing is, your gut never goes away, I don't think.
I don't think so either.
So I still felt this sense of self-loathing, and like it's an unending ladder that you're just constantly trying to climb to achieve, to do the things that are going to save you or whatever you're trying to, whatever enlightenment your level you're trying to reach. Yeah. And I was so in that zone that everything I did was, every interaction I had was colored by that. And I did at the same time, because I had this sort of self-loathing, I also really, I guess I maybe was jealous of other people on the show too. Not the way that women are jealous of each other in a cliche way, but more of the freedom to be a mess, the freedom to just explore life and ask questions that weren't illegal. Yeah. And just the freedom to like live your life.
Yeah.
I was jealous of the freedom to live life. But I was so committed to my belief system that I would never allow myself to cross over into that. And I think it just created a difficult dynamic for having a relationship. Like Joy just has you can only go so far. There's a wall.
When you look back, like if you were honest with yourself, because you can now see it in a different way, like what do you think they all thought of you?
Well, I think they thought that I was stubborn and weird and in a cult.
Hi Daddy Gang, thank you so much for watching this video. Keep in mind that was just a little clip from the episode. If you want to watch the entire full video episode, it is linked below. It's the first thing in the description. Go watch it. It's a great episode. Love you all. I will see you next Wednesday.